Hey, what's up? How's everyone doing? I happened to get home a little early tonight, and I had a couple of boxes waiting at the front door, and I thought, what the heck? I've been running kind of cold trying to make videos lately. It seems like I haven't really picked up much, but when I do try to just make a general video of just whatever, I either feel like halfway through, like I'm saying way too much, and the video just stems into some kind of personal vlog kind of thing with a lot of information, or it's withholding and it comes off as kind of cold and vacant. So, 5 years into doing comic book videos, and I'm still trying to figure out the formula, and there really isn't any. Either it's personable or you're just strictly talking about the books. It's taken me a long time, to kind of see that. But there has to be something that I can do where I can make a video that I find, hey, it's true, but it's not long and winded about details that really don't have anything to do about comic books. So, having said that, I'm gonna try to go into this video with that in mind, looking for that zen, that neutrality, and I haven't gone to any comic shops. I haven't even really gone and ran into a shop to buy supplies. Fortunately, I don't have any pull lists at all, so that makes it really easy. And I don't really have any pets right now, so I don't have to run into pet stores. So, like for example, today, instead of looking at comics on eBay, I was looking at Remington razor to give you shortcut to doing a haircut. Just something where I can at least manage that much. But I did get a couple of things, and these have been so long coming that I was amazed that this book that I ordered directly from the publisher Flesk of the latest Bruce Timm stuff was out, because they were saying August. And how often is something ahead of schedule? So that's really great. I'll just show this real quick. This came in from Amazon, and this just kind of keeps the show going with my label making endeavors. So I got these on Amazon. I got 30 of these 23-foot spools of label tape. So that should keep me going through to at least so all of July, maybe sometime around September, like early autumn. I might need to order more. So I'm feeling really good about that. I got two of these guys now, and I even got a carrying case if I want to do some label making on the go. And other than that, I'll just let's just do one real quick. I had a label pre-made. So this is Spawn 8. I buy this book whenever I can for $1. I don't like to pay much for it. It's not Spawn 9. It's not a first appearance outside of maybe the first appearance of Billy Kincaid in the 7 levels of hell. But I get it because it's written by Alan Moore, and this is of the utmost importance to me because these two guys combined were my breakthrough in truly getting into reading comics. So Frank Miller did the poster. So in a sense, it's a lightweight Frank Miller, Alan Moore collaboration, which you don't really see outside of maybe when you get an edition of The Dark Knight Returns and it has a introduction by Alan Moore. So I think that's a really cool book. And on the label, I go to town, man. I think I get like, I want to say I get maybe, let's just say 60 characters. And I was on Twitter for so long that I learned how to maximize characters. So, what do I got on this? Spawn 8, March 1993. Writer, Ellen Moore. Artist, Todd McFarlane. I even drop it to the lowercase c for Mick and Farland. Spider-Man #1, cover swipe. Frank Miller poster. So I go to town. So this has become the hobby within the hobby. So like after work I don't stick around and chat around the parking lot with people I just had a shift with, and I got to get home, watch some TV, have a little food, and work on this necessity. So yeah, man, that's Spawn 8. Just one of those books that if I see it, I'm not saying if a guy has 50 of them for $50, I'm gonna drop half a bill on him, but it's kind of that book that I got to get at least one if it's in the nines. So moving on, so I know everyone has seen Spawn 8 before. So I think I've posted this on Instagram. I really like the Comic Mint. They got my email list, so I see all their covers, and they're the kind of the web store that I get my covers from. If I'm going to buy an exclusive cover, it's usually because the Comic Mint sent me an email. With that in mind, look out for this guy, Will Jack. You can look him up on Instagram. Will, last name Jack, like the Jack of Spades. He is he's just coming out onto the scene. He does kind of photoreal computer created art, and he's right up there with Shannon Mirror, and he just did a cover for what's it called? I think it's called like the Sacred Six. It's something Dynamite because it's got to do with Vampirella. But he just did a cover, and it was a Comic Mint exclusive. And if I was buying books right now, I would have got one because it's sold out. So Comic Mint, I think they just got this guy, Will Jack, and it was his first cover. And I always have mixed feelings about buying those really computer created covers, because I love the way they look. When you're looking at them on a computer screen, they look so good. And that fuzzy, blurry effect, it looks really interesting on a screen. But oftentimes, I will be so disappointed with it in hand. Like, I even remember having, I think it's Catwoman 61, whatever the Lost Numbers cover is, everyone's seen it. And I remember getting that book, and this is exactly the thing I was talking about that I didn't want to do so much of, but I've regressed into it. I'll just say this. I got that Catwoman cover. I got it in an auction. I was at like a Mexican birthday or something, because I remember bidding on it and winning and hearing like the kind of fiesta music. And I got it for like under $60, and I get it delivered to me, and I remember being so disappointed. Like when I'd look at Catwoman's eyes, I could actually see like where it had been digitally painted. So like within a couple of weeks, I'd sold it. I got my money back, which is so rare for me. I've always just had to eat dirt when it comes to comics and resell. But the guy I sold it to, he was cool, but he basically told me that he couldn't wait to slab it because he knew it was a 9/8, and it was his like 10th Catwoman 9/8. And sure enough, I I subscribed to him on eBay, and he had a bunch of Catwoman 9/8s he was selling. So yeah, so when I get those digital covers and they look that way, I don't know. I can't get rid of them fast enough. Fortunately, I don't get that anxiety with like a art germ. For some reason, I look at his stuff and I get a different feel from it. The way it's generated gels with me. But some of those guys, and the truth of the matter is, I can't even swear if Adam Hughes used computers on that. It might have been like Copic markers or something, but so anyway, that Comic Mint, look out for Will Jack. Don't be like me and miss out on his books, because I've got the technology jitters when it comes to buying art of that style. But anyway, here is an artist that I love to buy stuff with, because she's, for the most part, she's very hands-on. I got this book from Comic Mint a week ago, and I posted it on Instagram. I don't know if anyone saw it, because I obscured it, because I didn't like the way the book came, and I told them, I wasn't even harping on about it, like giving them a sob story of, I was looking forward to this book so much, and it wasn't in a collector's grade when I got it, because I was pretty much over it, you know. But they didn't make me like find an alibi for where I was when the book arrived and supply 8mm footage of me opening the book and proving that it was damaged. Man, they were so cool. They're like, hey, no problem, we'll get you another one. So you know what, I think that shows a lot of integrity. They know these mailers are good to use, and their margins show that out of 100 maybe they send, maybe 3 of them cannot survive the post office. So that's a risk they're willing to take, but they know that these books can arrive jacked up. And I said, hey guys, thank you. I wasn't rude. I wasn't like, I'm gonna go all over social media and ruin your name. But quite the contrary, I will say Comic Mint, you don't have to bend over backwards. If you do it every time, it's just not gonna fly. But I've been buying from them a little bit, and this was the first time I didn't like the book. Say no more. They got me a new one. Chris C. Zulo, my comic book crush, and I was so happy to get this, because I was thinking, when they first announced this book, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll get her to sign it. But you know what? That's pretty much not going to happen anytime soon. So, you know what? Just having the book is just as good. Because, I mean, I guess I could just have her sign the rip jacked version of what I initially got. But yeah, I read the book. I'm not crazy about it. because to me there's only one Batman Adventures, and this is more like the New Adventures of Batman. And as you can see, you know, costume wise, that Catwoman wasn't on the animated series. I'm just nitpicking, but I really liked what Chrissy did with this cover. She's really been working on her painting and her brush work, and it's really nice. I could actually see the texture of canvas, and I'm fully aware that can be duplicated on computer programs, but this actually looks like practical physical medium traditional application. So I'm really glad to have this one. And okay, the second thing was what I was saying I didn't think was going to even arrive until August. But I basically have 3 searches when I go on eBay. It'll be Shane Glines, and I rarely see anything of his pop up. Steve Mannion, Cadillac Cats, because I'm kind of working on a collection of animation cells, and that's my favorite cartoon to collect from. And Bruce Timm, and to a lesser extent, I will look up stuff by. I'm running out of fingers to poke here, but Sam Keith, and occasionally Jenny Frison, and obviously always Dan Mendoza. So it's crazy. I've searched those groupings in such regularity that if I even look up Shang Lines, it'll say related searches, Cadillac Cats, Dan Mendoza, and if you know Cadillac Cats, it doesn't really have anything to do with Shane Glines or Dan Mendoza. So I've actually infiltrated the algorithm that they eBay now thinks that Cadillac Cats and Shane Glines are like items. It's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, this book, I don't know if it's the continuing work from Naughty and Nice, the what do they call it? The Good Girl artwork of Bruce Timm, or what? But this popped up when I was doing my routine Bruce Timm search, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can go to Flesk Publishings directly and just look at it from them. And sure enough, they have the soft cover. There's always a hardcover of these Bruce Timm books, but they have the softie. And they had it for $30, which is about $10 softcover price. So I went ahead and I bought 2 because I still had to pay shipping, and I thought, well, I'll get a little extra copy there. And I've never really seen these be a poor purchase. It's kind of hard to imagine getting Bruce Timm stuff and just completely, just being off mark. I don't know if I get what they were doing. Is it like a print? I don't know if mine comes with a print. I don't think it does. And unfortunately, there's very little of this I can show without being flagged. I got these 2 beautiful books, the big T's. And here's the back cover. They're heavy. They're heavy books. But let me see if I can just find some artwork that isn't full frontal. Okay. I can show you that. They're heavy, heavy book. So that's very nice. Me and my brother often cite how Bruce Timm, his female character studies always have cat eyes, and his his heroes always have the chiseled jaws. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. These are very mixed with, colored pencils and pastels and watercolors, a little bit of everything. I love Shang Line's books, however, most of what he puts in his books is very, very preliminary. And it'll either be in like a red colored pencil, he loves to do it that way, or a blue colored pencil. And I love his stuff, but I would just very much like to see a book of some more fully rendered stuff. And this is cool because Bruce Timm will tackle the same subject, and once in acrylic, once in pen and ink. Pen and ink, yeah. So sometimes you'll look at these, and you'll even find some of his most noteworthy characters. Like he'll throw a Harley your way, or a Vampirella. That's a great one right there. I think that one was kind of used to anticipate the book. Okay, yeah. These have really taken off. I remember these true crime books were, God, $1.50 a piece on Lone Star, and then for whatever reason they just kept going up and up and up, and at one point they were trying to get like maybe $60 for the set, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, that not long ago at all they were $1.50. These are cool. It's crazy when you see stuff like this and you just see like a Google image of this on a search, and you'll convince yourself that it's an actual magazine that you can find. But very often it's just arranged to look like a publication, but it's an art piece he did. So, as you can imagine, very happy to have two of these. I don't know if flesk is sold out, but I don't see why they would be. There's really no reason to make a certain limit of these. Okay. It's getting more and more risk as the book progresses, but I'm sure I'll find more. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Alright. Come on now. Well, nope. Nope. Okay, this one's cool. This one is the most tame one I've seen in a while. And that's the cover. And that's pencil treatment of the cover on lined paper. How cool is that? that he'll use notepad paper for the rough draft. Oh, here we go. Score. I never thought I'd be so happy to see a beautiful, fully clothed Bruce Timm cartoon character. But yes, they all look like James Bond's best girls. But yeah, so I haven't been waiting that long. I only found out about this book maybe a month ago. I swear I couldn't wait to get it. I don't seem to be getting the print. Here's a look at some of the other books that Flesk has done. Frank Cho, Gary Gianni, Jeffrey Allen Love, Mark Schultz, and then Wendy Pinney, Terry Dodson, Arthur Adams, Tran Nguyen, and Jacques Cooper. Anyway, I'm very happy to have these. I highly recommend them, and I wish I could show more, but I probably could, but you just never know. You never know. You'd like never hear from me again, and you wonder why. Why don't he write? Anyway, that's it. So yeah, still working on it. Still doing the long videos, but hopefully it was worth it. And definitely get yourself a copy of this. I'll be looking forward to the next one, because these only seem to come out like once every 7 years. So I'm so happy to have it. Thanks for watching. Have a happy 4th of July. I guess stay inside and eat watermelon and barbecue chicken on the George Foreman grill, because can't really go outside, and you even think about lighting off a firework, you're in cuffs. It's no joke around here. I live in a little apartment, and I wouldn't even think about doing sparklers, let alone actually a mortar or something exciting. So you guys, make the best of it, I guess. Thanks for watching. Check out the new Davis Comic Finds video. He just got a bunch of stuff. Kyle Rowe's been doing like a one man's trash a month or something, so he's on a roll. Check out my buddy PGH Zombie. He's sharing CDs, comic book hauls. Real cool guy. I always like to see what he's coming up with. I haven't seen a video from my buddy Airborne Sapper in a while, but we haven't been going to the cons, so maybe next year. I told him it wasn't our year, and he agreed. So lo and behold, that's the story of 2020. Yeah, you guys, thanks for making content I can watch during my lunch break, so I don't have to sit in my truck in the dark. At least I can be lit by the image of the video. Sorry that I can't crack the code of the perfect comic video, just the facts, Jack. But I'm working on something. I collaborated with my brother to do Riggs Valiant 6. It's a Solar Man of the Atom video, and he helped me with it. I'm going to do my best to put up this video and not delete it in an hour, because I hate it. Which means I can never watch it, because if I watch it, it's gone, baby, gone. I won't even get through the first line. I'll just be already trying to take it off, because that's just how it's been lately. But I'm just going to leave it up. So here it is. Released to the world. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.